Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara Calderon, and this is the channel Rewriting the Reality. Subscribe to this channel and join us in our quest for the truth. In today episode 136 I am going to talk again about one of the few truths, love. Therefore, ask and answer yourself what love is. At this current time, some may say that love is acceptance of a person's choices and a deep compassion for people regardless of their choices. Now, what is your definition of compassion? I am asking you about these definitions quite purposefully, that you may allow yourself to hear your individual definitions, and therefore you may also allow yourself more clarity as you receive the genuine definitions. Remember, we are participating within this shift in consciousness, and the movement of this shift in consciousness now, as we insert it into our objective reality, entails redefining of terms and therefore also redefining our reality, which alters our perception and therefore alters our physical reality. In this, I shall offer to you, the definition of love is not acceptance. Acceptance is another term. They are not synonymous. The definition of love is knowing and appreciation. This is the definition of love and truth within the universal consciousness, which may be expressed in any form of translation throughout all consciousness in every physical dimension, in every non-physical area of consciousness. In our language, within our physical dimension, this is the translation of the truth of love, knowing and appreciation. Compassion is not love either. It holds its own individual definition. Compassion is understanding without judgment, merely understanding. Acceptance is the lack of judgment. Now, as you challenge yourself in your movement in relation to this shift in consciousness and objectively expressing that in relation to self and to other individuals, you may turn your attention to the redefining of these terms, and allow yourself to recognize that in redefining these terms your response and association to them shall be different. I say to you, the expression of knowing is innate within you. In relation to other individuals, you already know them. In relation to yourself, this may be more challenging. For in the expression of separation and in the design of our physical dimension, we have created a type of blueprint which, for the purity of our experience, what we have separated is our knowing of self, not our knowing of other individuals. We provide ourselves with a design of physical expression that continuously reflects and mirrors to us imagery of ourselves, that we may allow ourselves to know ourselves. It is unnecessary to know other individuals, for we already allow ourselves that expression. Now, the other element of love is appreciation. This is more challenging to be genuinely expressing, appreciation of self, which allows for the natural byproduct of appreciation of other individuals and of our world. This term of appreciation incorporates much more significance than individuals have attributed to it previously. This is a weighty term. Compassion is an avenue that we incorporate to facilitate our expression of love. Compassion is the expression of understanding, and the expression of understanding creates a facilitating avenue to allow us movement into the expression of love. Acceptance facilitates genuine understanding. Therefore, the movement begins with acceptance and trust and creates a circle. This circle moves in the creation of the lack of judgment, the expression of understanding, and movement into knowing and appreciation. In genuineness, these expressions do create a circle, for once the appreciation is expressed, it reconnects in the circle with acceptance, and they continue in movement of reinforcement. What we express within physical focus of love is an interpretation. Love is a reality. Love is a truth. This spans all dimensions, all areas of consciousness, all reality. Each dimension and physical focus hold its own individual interpretation of the action of love. Our interpretation of love within this dimension is a feeling. We also attach many belief systems to this concept. Love, being a truth, is dimensional, as color and tone. It holds many aspects of its own. We view this word as an emotion, a feeling, sometimes as an action. It is a dimensional quality of consciousness, a truth in itself. It holds its own integrity, as I had said before. Within this dimension, we hold many interpretations and definitions of love. Within this dimension, we may experience an aspect of the reality of the action of this truth, although it is not frequently experienced, for in experiencing the true action of this reality and truth we must allow ourselves, within our time framework, a momentary time devoid of belief systems and attachments, which may temporarily occur. This also requires ultimate trust. I express to you that you shall experience this only momentarily within physical focus, for this is the extent of the time framework that we shall hold the ability to hold the focus of the experience. Few individuals within physical focus experience this type of action. We, within our definitions, would explain this action within emotional terms, and express elation within its true form. Few individuals experience this. But as to your question about its validity and its reality, yes. Love is a truth. This is a reality. It is unbounded by dimensions or areas of consciousness. It is only interpreted and represented differently within different dimensions. Therefore, it is experienced differently, although as I have been explaining presently, if you are allowing yourself to be, within a moment, devoid of belief systems and open to the experience of the action of this truth, this also transcends dimensional elements, for each dimension shall experience the same action, achieving that particular moment in that event. Therefore, our interpretation of love is no matter, for within another dimension their interpretation of love may be quite different from our own, but their experience, given the proper allowance, shall be the same. We are not limited in energy or in love. There is no limitation. We do not draw in more to ourselves as portions, for it is not doled out to us in portions. It is, and there is no boundary or limitation. Truth is truth. It is unbounded. There is no limit to the availability or what we may view as our possession of, which in actuality we do not possess. We merely are, just as we may not draw into ourselves more color. It is, and its vibrational quality is within us. It is not a thing that we consume, and then exude outwardly. We merely are. Truths are, and love is a truth. Truths, in actuality, are beyond our complete understanding within an individual physical focus. Within essence, within the entirety of us, we hold the understanding, but within any given individual physical focus, the completeness of understanding of any truth is beyond our ability to comprehend. All of consciousness is motion. All of consciousness is action. We are accustomed to viewing reality, as I have stated, as things. We individualize and objectify our reality, and we classify into things. This is how we perceive your reality. This works quite well within this given reality. This is not to say that it is the entirety of reality. It is not. Within consciousness, energy is not defined as things. Therefore, truths are not defined as things. It is difficult to convey to us, within the confines of our language, an adequate explanation. In episode 111 I explained to you that color is a truth. I am quite aware that within our thought processes, this registers as a thing. We may physically view what we think of as color, what we define as color. What we think of and what we define as color, within this dimension in physical focus, is an interpretation of a truth. It is, once again, a thing in itself, and it also is a symbol. We perceive the symbol. We view different colors that we attach words within our language to, such as red, pink, blue, green. We also attach vibrational qualities to these colors. Within a greater reality, so to speak, color is in action, and it is multidimensional. Love is in action, and it is multidimensional. To our way of thinking, we may accept that color is dimensional, but we do not understand how it may be in action. To our way of thinking, we may accept that love is in action, but how may it be dimensional? These seem to be inconsistencies, but outside of the singularity of physical attention, reality is quite expanded and unbounded. All of energy, all of consciousness, is motion. It is all a state of becoming. Therefore, so also are truth's actions and states of becoming. I have expressed to you recently that there are existences, dimensions, that do not incorporate emotion as we do. Their existence provides for value fulfillment equal to our own but within a different framework, for they have chosen a different experience. We have chosen a different experience. We have created many different dimensions for different physical expressions and experiences. Therefore, as we interpret emotion, this is relative to certain physical focuses. We are not the only physical focus that experiences and incorporates emotion, but not all experience this creation. Therefore, when we ask, is hate a truth? No. This is an emotion which is relative to physical focus. This is a direct influence of belief systems. There is a difference between creations which have sprung from belief systems and truths which are interpreted through belief systems. Therefore, love is a fundamental action of what I will say is the universal consciousness. It is a fundamental aspect of being, as opposed to any of the other emotions that we feel. Our description of what we perceive to be love is filtered through belief systems, and that is okay, but we must understand and accept that our description is only a belief about a truth. Our creations are interpretations, but they are reality. They are not to be discounted. Our interpretation of a truth may be an interpretation in terms of consciousness non-physically focused within its entirety, but our interpretation of a truth within physical focus is reality. It also is not negative. It also is creative. Please contact me if you have any questions, or you can buy my books at Amazon.com under my name Tomas Guevara Calderon. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.